All right. Well, it is November. The baseball season has ended. The World Series is done. Now it is time to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame season. And today, the Baseball Hall of Fame announced their 8 finalists for the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee, which is going to meet during the upcoming winter meetings the first weekend in December. So, briefly, the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee, um, they're going to be voting on 8 players whose primary contribution to the game came since 1980. Pretty simple. So here are the 8 that are in consideration: Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Carlos Delgado, Jeff Kent, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Gary Sheffield, and Fernando Valenzuela. Those are the 8. So, right off the bat, my initial thought when I read this was, okay, you're going to have the usual people, or people from the first time around: Bonds, Clemens, Mattingly, Murphy. They were on the ballot before. Sheffield and Kent, since they did this new committee, were still on the baseball writers ballot, did not get in. So this is their first time. Where it's surprising to me is Carlos Delgado and Fernando Valenzuela. Valenzuela, for me, honestly, I think has a legit shot to get in. I really do. Um, just because of the popularity that he had during his career. Delgado's the one I feel that surprises me, because I'm like, this, and I'm not trying to be mean, but like, this guy? This guy is among the 8 that we're considering for the Baseball Hall of Fame? Carlos Delgado? Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, gotta pick somebody else. I know Curt Schilling didn't make this round. Maybe Schilling gets another shot, but he doesn't really care at this point. But um so what you have here is the obvious. You've got Bonds, you've got Clemens. Second time around. How's the voting going to go for those two? How is Jeff Kent? How's Gary Sheffield going to do? Mattingly was close last time, if I remember correctly. He was like 1 or 2 votes shy of getting in. How's he going to do? How's Delgado going to do? How's Fernando Valenzuela going to do? This is a very interesting group of 8, and the 16 people that are going to meet in December for the winter meetings are going to have a very difficult task ahead of them, because they could get 1, they could get 2, they could get 3, they could get nobody from this list. Like, that is a reasonable possibility that nobody gets elected from this group of 8. Pardon me. But, there's a lot to think about. They have over a month. There's going to be a lot of discussions. There's going to be a lot of, not arguments, but conversations, points to get across to say, hey, this person should get in and not that person. It's going to be very interesting. So they will announce the results of that committee's vote on the MLB network. And this is a very important. So everybody, make sure you get this information right now so you do not miss it. Sunday, December 7th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you're out doing, your holiday shopping and you want to see if maybe you got a favorite player in this, maybe you want to see if they did get in, get yourself home. I know I'll be home because I'll be watching football. But at about 7:15, 7:20, I'm probably going to leave, going to come into here, get the TV ready, watch the results. This is a very interesting situation. Um, Again, there's a lot of question marks with this group. Like, are there people that maybe are front runners that could get in? You know, one of the conversations I remember from doing this a few years ago, and somebody made a very good point. Because I am on the bandwagon for Don Mattingly getting in. Will he get my vote when I do that video in a month? You'll have to find out. The committees always change. Like, it's not going to be the same people. You know, it's not going to be the same 16 people that are on this committee that was on the first one. So, you know, person's votes could go up, person's votes could go down. It's very interesting to see. So, I always like to do this. This is one of my favorite times of the year to do these videos for the Baseball Hall of Fame. So I want you, the viewer, leave a comment in the comment section. Of the 8, if you had a vote on this committee, who do you specifically, vote in for the Baseball Hall of Fame? I will go through the list again to give everybody a reminder. Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Carlos Delgado, Jeff Kent, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Gary Sheffield, Fernando Valenzuela. That's the group of 8. So I'm going to give you the same rules as it is for this committee. You can only vote for 3 players out of that group. So I'm very interested to read your comments, read who you think should get in. I will be doing my picks the weekend of the results being announced. That has become a tradition on this channel, and I actually like that. So that will be December the 6th. So that'll be the day before. You guys will get to hear who I would vote for if I had a vote, and I'll give you my reasons why. So please leave your comments in the comment section below. If you had a vote in this committee of the group of 8, which 3 would you vote in? Let me know, and I will talk to you guys next month with my picks for if I was on this committee for the Baseball Hall of Fame.